Welcome back to Tina's Kitchen. I am so happy that you have joined me. Today we are going to make some delicious no-bake oatmeal cookies. This recipe is very old and actually was my great-grandmother's. You are going to love them, so let's take a look at the finished cookies. Now don't these look delicious, and they actually melt in your mouth. Let's get started so you can learn how to make them. What you will need is your white sugar, baking cocoa, milk, a full stick of butter or margarine, instant rolled oats, peanut butter, imitation vanilla. You'll also need wax paper, your cooking pot, your stirring spoon and your measuring spoon, and a spatula. This is a fairly easy recipe. You're going to mix together in your cooking pot the sugar, cocoa, milk, and the margarine. This doesn't have to be in any certain order as it's all going to melt together on the stovetop. You will want to mix it up just a little and then bring it over to the stovetop. Turn your stovetop burner on about medium and then stir. Once it's on the stove, you want to mix and stir continuously. When the milk has mixed well with the cocoa and the sugar, you can turn your burner up to about a medium high, but you want to make sure that you're always stirring because it will burn on if you don't. This step will take about 5 to 7 minutes. You are waiting and watching for the mixture to start boiling. I think we have time for a cooking tip. To stop your potatoes from budding, place an apple in the bag with them. How about one more quick tip? Thaw your fish in milk to give it a fresher flavor. So this is what your mixture will look like as it gets close to the boiling point. Remember to keep stirring. This is very important. You can also, at this point, turn your burner up a little higher. This is going to take a few minutes, so how about another cooking tip? For fluffier, whiter rice, add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice per quart of water. To add that extra flavor and nutrition to your rice, use the juice from cooking your vegetables in place of the water. At this point, you will start to see the occasional bubble, but this is not where you will start the timer. It must be a complete rolling boil. Sometimes you can feel the pan starting to rumble, and that is a good sign that the boil is close. But you need to remember to keep stirring. This is what you have been waiting for. This is a rolling boil, and you want to turn your timer on and have it count down 1.5 minutes. While this is boiling, you want to get your last 3 ingredients ready. That would be your peanut butter, your vanilla, and your rolled oats. You also want to spread out a piece of wax paper about 2 feet long. If you don't have wax paper, plastic wrap will work fine too. I usually have a hot mat at the end of my paper, so I can bring my cooking pot right from the stove to my work area. Remember to stir this occasionally while it is boiling. When it has boiled to 1.5 minutes, you want to move it immediately to your hot mat and quickly add the final 3 ingredients. This last step has to be done in a fast manner, as the mixture will start to set very quickly. And if you don't move fast, your cookies will not be smooth and creamy. And that's the goal. So remember, fast as a rabbit on this step. I want you to have a very smooth, creamy, and mouth-watering cookie. Let's squeeze one more tip in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got one. Use olive oil for cooking when appropriate. It adds to the taste of the dish and is much better for you. If you have a hard time separating an egg yolk from the white, use a funnel. Crack the egg in the funnel. The white of the egg will go through the hole and the yolk will stay intact in the funnel. It works great. This looks like it's mixed pretty well. Now take 2 teaspoons, or if you prefer larger cookies, you can use tablespoons. Scoop out the mixture with one of the spoons and use the other to push it off onto the plastic wrap or the wax paper. I cannot stress enough that this must be done very quickly. Let's see, I think we can get another tip in. When picking a melon, smell it for freshness and ripeness. Check to see that the fruit is heavy in weight and that the spot on the end where it was picked from the vine is soft. You now want to fill up your wax paper with the cookie mixture. Again, if you don't have wax paper, plastic wrap will work just fine. You should be able to get about 2 dozen cookies from one batch if you are using the teaspoon. A little less if you're using the tablespoon. If little pieces drop off the spoon on the way to the wax paper, be sure to scoop them up with your finger. Those little morsels are the best part of the cookie. Continue the teaspoon method until you have used all of the cookie mixture. Now just let them cool. This will take about 15 or 20 minutes. You want to gently lift the corners of the wax paper. This will free the cookie from being stuck on the counter, which happens when the hot cookie adheres to the wax paper. This will make it a lot easier to get the cookies off and onto a plate. Make sure that they have cooled well before doing this. They should peel right off of the paper. Well, that is how easy it is to make these delicious cookies. I hope you all had a good time with me today and will try these cookies real soon. I hope to see you all next time. Have a blessed day, everyone.